did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait, how do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
So, if Mythal was originally a spirit, maybe that's how she survived her body's death.
Very good. Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again, she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
You're Mythal? That's why the ambient magic around you is so fractured.
Such a flattering picture you paint of this ancient bond.
What? That was like how Elgar'nan and Gillinan can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remained free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
The fall of our civilization, the wars, everything elves went through. Where was Mythal for us then?
After the gods' betrayal, she was a shadow of her former self, bereft of her power, slowly regaining her strength over the centuries. So she aided the elves as she could, speaking in dreams and offering counsel that ended blights and prevented wars.
At least now we know. Do you have information we can use against Gillinan or Elgar'nan? Or Solus?
The last time Mythal faced Elgar'nan and Gillinan, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right. You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
So, There's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
I don't think I'd recover from that.
Neither did I, at the start. Mythal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mythal's and of those who bore her.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mythal.
I am not Mythal in her entirety, but yes, the Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
Every decision he made, Solus thought he could save people, stop things from getting worse. Now his only way forward is a plan so terrible his last friends had to stop it.
An unfortunate belief that all paths are closed but those one has already taken.
There might have been a better choice.
'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Maybe there's a way we all get what we want.
Do you truly believe such a thing?
Well, maybe at least what we deserve.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elgar'nan, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Another fragment of Mythal? In addition to the one inside you?
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Durthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
I'll survive. What do I need to know?
You know Solus, and have seen Elgar'nan, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elgar'nan and Elgar'nan, or against the Dreadwolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is Elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Elgar'nan. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand, inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other.
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanurus, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
There is one more thing, if I may. Something whispered not by myself, but Mythal. The elves have learned many of the glories and horrors of ancient Elgar'nan. Yet your people live in this world now as the old elves never could. Know it as they could not. There is your strength. 'Tis why you shall surpass what came before one day.
Did Mythal see this? Is it a prediction?
A hope from a mother to her distant children, no less beloved than any before them.
We're getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was. That has to be her.
Mythal herself. There's so much we could learn if... Do you think she might talk to us instead of attacking?
Guess we'll find...
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. I never again expected to see my children in the Dreadwolf's crossroads. And you know who I am.
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanurus, if this can be called surviving. Solus. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Have you come to seek the blessing of your god? Or did you come to ask your god to sacrifice herself to help you defeat the monsters Elgar'nan and Elgar'nan have become?
I came here to ask for your help. The gods have endangered the world, and...
You dare explain to me what they are doing? You are 1,000 years from knowing the proper words.
We saw Solus's memories, his regrets.
You saw the recollection he cultivated like a tree, twisting to catch the sun. You wish for my help? Convince me. Make your case, and I will yield my essence willingly to help you against Elgar'nan and Gillenane. Fail, and I shall kill you for wasting my time, or you will kill me and obtain my essence in doing so. A harder-edged, simpler version. It has been centuries since a petitioner stood before me, so why should I help you?
If I don't stop the gods, the whole world will be corrupted by the Blight.
That is why you must succeed, so tell me why I must help you.
We know the truth about the Blight. We know it came from the imprisoned dreams of the Titans after you and Solus defeated them.
And?
And the Blight only happened because of what you did. You need to fix your mistake.
My mistake? I saved lives and ended a war, you petulant child. Your words are weak. Prove your worth or die.
Good work, everyone.
Have it. The essence of Mythal, the Protector.
This is to save everyone. She'll understand. Eventually.
It burns just being near it. But this is the power we need to finish this.
Morrigan seemed to think we'd know how. Do we know how?
I think the moment is coming. When we can turn the tide, we'll know.
Events are weaving together quickly now, Rook. For good or ill, the fate of the world shall be decided soon. I received Harding's missive. Your plan is sound.
So the Inquisitor's in?
Indeed, although she requires a few days to set events in motion. Time is needed to allot her responsibilities to those who are capable of managing them. Once settled, she has pledged herself to your cause. The snake's head must be severed, else the body simply grows anew. And what of your other allies? Will they also be ready? There is no room left for doubt or hesitation.
Only one of us has a fragment of a god inside them. Mythal.
I carry only her memories, not her strength, nor her capacity for strategy.
Well, either way, our allies will be ready.
As they must be. There will not be another opportunity to foil the schemes of Elgar'nan and Elgar'nan. If we fail in this, they gain all that is needed to reshape the world in their twisted image. The evil put into place with the aid of their Arnhem servants at Tearstone will cover the entire world.
Look, the gods can't blight the world without their dagger. And they can't finish their dagger until the Eclipse, which isn't for another one. Elgar'nan.
While you gather your people, I will find the Inquisitor. And Rook, I wish you great luck.
Elgar'nan just caused an eclipse. The gods can finish their dagger. We need to move now.
But we were supposed to have weeks to prepare.
How much time do we actually have?
It's not weeks, I can tell you that much.
The eclipse is slowly forcing an alignment between the stars and powerful currents in the Fade.
Which means what?
I'm afraid we've only a few hours until the gods complete their dagger.
The gods were way too quiet after Arlathan. I should have known something was wrong.
No one could have anticipated this escalation.
Doesn't matter now. We're stuck with it.
What will we be facing on the island?
There's gonna be blight crap.
And where there's blight, darkspawn.
Right. Tearstone Island's also crawling with the entire Antam army.
They've had time to prepare. It'll be brutal.
So will the gods. We're walking right into their lair.
We may not all make it out again.
But there's no one else I'd rather do this with. No one. So let's stop the gods, whatever it takes.
We're with you. The gods won't leave that island.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Then we leave as soon as we can.
That's for Weishaupt. That's for the Griffins.
Hey, what's going on?
Blowing off steam.
About what?
Nothing. Everything. You.
You're mad at me?
Of course not. Just thinking about what's coming. Except, yeah. Maybe I am. I don't know.
You better stop making some sense.
The thing about being a Grey Warden, you don't get too attached. Any day could be your last. So you learn. Keep it casual. Don't make friends with your team. Don't start thinking about a Griffin like he's your kid. And whatever you do, no matter what, don't even think about falling hard for your boss. Trouble is, it's too late. I already did.
Makes two of us.
But that makes it worse.
I thought it was the other way around.
What if one of us doesn't come back? I actually let myself imagine the future. Our future. What we could be. And him too. Our half-bird, half-cat kid. I want all that.
There's no reason we can't have it.
Only if we live.
Then the good news is we finally have a plan. Don't die.
Now you got my hopes up. I swear, Rook, if you go out there and get yourself killed, I'm gonna...
Chop some more wood.
Oh.
Or we both come back and have some fun the good old-fashioned way.
You're on.
Now, to keep that promise, just gotta stay alive. Varric, I hope I'm not, interrupting whatever you're doing.
Take a deep breath.
The gods changed all the rules. We're going in blind. The whole team is pretty sure we're gonna die. And they might be right.
Weird shit is happening. Of course the team's on edge. It's not a personal failing for you to be scared either.
I don't know how to carry this weight, Varric.
No one does. This job was always going to call for someone who could improvise. You're on this team for a reason too, you know.
I think the world deserves more than me leading the charge. But I'll think about what you said.
Go on. You know where to find me if you need me.
Well, let's not keep the gods waiting.
It's fortunate we weren't spotted coming in.
A lot of dreadnoughts. One shot is all it takes.
Now we just have to deal with that.
Morrigan didn't exaggerate. That's the entire Antom army over there.
Armies are big and clumsy. We can do this.
Agreed. If we move quick enough.
The gods will know we're here soon, and so will the Antom. We need a distraction. One team to draw off that army, and another to stop the gods from finishing their dagger.
I'll take half the team and cause some trouble down by the Antom ships.
Wait, I'm the scout. I can get us around this place faster.
There'll be Blight farther up, Harding. And Darkspawn.
I've fought them before, and I've got the stone on my side.
Lace? Hold on.
Someone has to do this, Taash.
So who will it be?
Harding's right. This requires a good scout.
I'll take care of it. I promise.
I'll take the rest of us, and get to the gods before they finish their dagger and cut open the Fade. Once we're in place, Lucanus will take Solus's dagger and ambush Elgar'nan.
Elgar'nan's pet.
One problem at a time. As long as he has that archdemon, he's invulnerable. Concentrate on Elgar'nan first. We kill her, take the god's dagger, then deal with Elgar'nan.
We should go. Wish me a little luck.
You got it. Harding.
Like you said back at the lighthouse, Rook. We stop the gods. Whatever it takes.
All right. Not the quickest path ahead, but we might reach the gods before we're spotted. There! That must be where the gods are making the dagger.
I can feel the blight from here. Keep an eye out.
Well, so much for that.
Take him out. Set off the alarms.
Intruders, take arms!
Hurt the Kunari.
They've got mortars!
Antam had to bring in mercenaries to help him. So much for being strong and pure and crap.
The Antam aren't taking any chances. Sounds like a lot more Antam across the bay.
Any idea what they're saying?
Something Gillenan's blood, something pure and unstoppable, the usual.
Must be Harding's team distracting the Antam. I hope they're all right. Mercenaries again. They have mages.
Anton must be scared shitless. They hate mages.
Incoming!
Anton Reaver!
To seek me out, Rook. We shall meet soon.
I just heard Elgar'nan.
He said my name. Who told him my name?
Rook, that fight we had.
Isn't with each other now.
Right. Just don't make me chop more wood.
What did this place used to be?
Looks like just another old elven palace to me. Gods must have built hundreds.
It's those mercenaries again.
We can't let them slow us down.
Blight crap.
If the gods finish their dagger, open the Fade and unleash all the blight. Even Solus was terrified of that.
He may be a smug bastard. He's the bastard.
Tom, your vision, your loyalty will be rewarded. Elgar'nan and I must complete our task before we join you. But this magic we harness will transform the world. And all those within it.
She's real big.
Come on. We're getting closer to where the gods are making their dagger.
We sense intruders, the same mortals who defied us at Whitehoft. A wood, also an elf, griffin bonded. And one you fear, a fire breather. There are others, find them, that bring me the griffin, intact.
Try it, and you've got a war.
We have to hurry. The Anton will be looking everywhere after hearing that. Harding, are you okay?
We drew off some on Tom, but you have to hurry. More on the way.
Can you open the way out of here?
I think so. Let me look.
Future glory!
Try it. Kadan shot defrost him.
How's it looking, Harding?
I need a bit more time. There, the doors are open. More Antom are coming. We'll draw them off.
Be careful. We'll meet you above.
There are things I would have of you, Rook. Draw closer. You will learn what they are.
Elgar'nan again.
Mars block. Vashvatar.
Get out of there!
Ugh. A lot more blight on this side.
And on top.
Move out of there!
Antom, the intruders remain. Functioned as an instrument from the dreadful.
Crap. They sensed Solus's dagger.
Our retreat momentum. Power cannot be interrupted by mortals. I will send my creations to assist your hunt.
Oh no. Darkspawn! that flash of green light? That's a tear in the Fade.
I didn't come all this way to miss our chance.
The gods might be close, but they'd be gloating if they finished their dagger. If we kill Gillenane and steal that dagger, then Elgar'nan can't unleash the Blight. That Fade tear's blocking the way. We have to set it off.
Headed your way. We can't hold him off much longer.
Do what you can. Meet us inside that building ahead.
Fade tears.
Remember to keep your distance. No such thing!
And the first meal I feed it will be your hearts.
in!
Oh, another Fade Tear. Oceans of magic are coursing around us because of the gods' ritual.
Then we'd better find Gillenane, quickly.
Wait! There are wards blocking the way out. Blood magic.
One touch could kill.
How do we get through? Ideas?
Patterns are familiar. If I can fracture the harmonics, we could get through. Maybe.
I deal with blood magic. I can stop the damage long enough to burn out the wards.
That's risky, Nev. Really risky. I can't ask you to do that.
Your way's just as dangerous. Don't like it, but one of us has to do it.
This is your territory, Bellara. Just go slow.
I'll be careful.
I'll keep this Fade Tear in check while you work. But with things so unpredictable, I fear anything might happen once we kill Gillenane.
Solus warned me that there'd always be costs and consequences to fighting gods. But if we kill Gillenane, snatch the god's dagger and escape, maybe we prove him wrong.
I dearly hope so.
And there!
Great work.
Thanks. Be careful. The gods might know we're here now.
That is a certainty.
Bellara!
The Elven are a scattered people, but fret not. I shall bring your mage gently back into our fold. You can all be forgiven by embracing the wisdom of surrender. Continue, and even the dread wolf will regret what I do to his pawn.
Come on! Elgar'nan and Gillenane are still on the island. If we move fast, we might get Bellara back.
Damn it! Hold on, Belle!
The gods know we're coming, but they still need to finish their dagger.
We can divide their attention.
Good idea. Half the team comes with me on the main path. Harding and the others keep out of sight and get Lucanus to the ritual.
He kills Gillenane, and then we save Bellara.
All this magic, it feels like a storm.
Which means Elgar'nan's almost completed the dagger.
Where's Gillenane?
On the move. Spike can feel her hunting for us.
I don't care what these damn gods try, or what they want. We'll kill Gillenane, we'll get our friend back, and then...
And then Elgar'nan. We'll hold Gillenane's attention until Lucanus has a clear shot.
Good luck, Harding.
Like we said, whatever it takes.
It's all yours.
As is Gillenane.